everyone, I'm Linda Lyons and I'm your gala chair. This is my second year in that role and it's been a lot of fun. I'm also an Actco board member.
And I'm Reese Brunel. I'm on the board as well, and this year I'm the gala technical coordinator. Welcome to the 2020 Actco Awards.
Tonight we celebrate Thea's 41st annual gala.
Yeah, with our first live stream ever. I hope it goes well.
So do I. Without further ado, theater has always been magic to all of us. Let's get started.
Yeah, so let's have a little bit of magic right now. We have President of Actco, Anne Curry O'Brien, online right now. Let's have a look at what she has to say.
Good evening, everybody. I'm Anne Curry O'Brien. I'm the president and festival co-chair for Actco this year. We're celebrating a wonderful season of theater. The 42 productions and festivals showcase the talent and expertise in Actco. It's a joy to travel across the region to see the dedication and hard work that is put into the shows. I wish it was possible to see all of the shows and festival. You brought me to tears and laughter. What could be better than that? Andrew, Autumn, and Janet shared their expertise with us and stimulated a lot of discussions. The credentials they have by making their living in theater is invaluable, as they deal with many of the same issues as our community theater groups, such as selecting plays that patrons want to see, as well as plays that challenge the actors and the groups. Our thanks to them for the dedication and time they have given to Actco. I would like to thank Reese and Linda for meeting the challenge of having the gala canceled. We hope that the evening continues to build excitement as you watch the video. Thank you for all you're doing to keep community theater alive and well.
Thank you, Anne.
And without further ado, let's get right to the awards.
Good evening, folks. My name is Greg Nowlin. I'm the co-chair of Festival this year, and I've been on the Actco board for about 2 years now. And right now, here are the nominees for Thea for Best Set Design in the Drama, Musical, and Comedy categories. First, let's have a look at the nominees in the Drama category.
The nominees for Drama, Best Set Design: Wayne Milliner and Alice Torrance, the patron saint of Stanley Park, the Curtain Club. Don Remigio, the cripple of Inishmaan, Scarborough Theatre Guild. Shelley Martin, Cat on a Hot Tin Roof, Borrelians Community Theatre. Julian Mulock, Burn, the Curtain Club.
And the Thea goes to Ron Remigio, the cripple of Inishmaan, Scarborough Theatre Guild. Our next Thea for Best Set Design is in the musical category. Let's have a look at who the nominees are.
The nominees for Musical, Best Set Design: Bruce Brown, The Addams Family, Clarkson Music Theatre. Bill Corcoran, Assassins Theatre, Aurora. Barb Canning, Mamma Mia, Kempenfeld Community Players.
And the Thea goes to Bruce Brown, The Addams Family, Clarkson Music Theatre. Our final Thea for Best Set Design is in the Comedy category. Let's have a look at the nominees.
The nominees in the Comedy category, Best Set Design. The nominees are Charlton Bruner, It's Only a Play, Whitby Courthouse Theatre. Wayne Cardinale, Nobody's Talking to Me, Toronto Irish Players. Cat Heaven, Ring Round the Moon, Georgetown Little Theatre. Brian Maley, Renovations, Borrelians Community Theatre.
And the Thea goes to Cat Heaven, Ring Round the Moon, Georgetown Little Theatre.
Here are the nominees for Best Performance Male in a Supporting Role in the Drama, Musical, and Comedy categories. Let's have a look at the nominees in the Drama category.
Drama for Best Performance, Male in a Supporting Role: Neil Coolin, The Cripple of Inishmaan, Scarborough Theatre Guild. Steve Hetherington, Burn, The Curtain Club. Enda Riley, The Cripple of Inishmaan, Scarborough Theatre Guild. Bill Baker, Cat on a Hot Tin Roof, Borrelians Community Theatre. Matthew Taylor, Good People, Bloor West Village Players. Matt Walker, A Few Good Men, Ajax Community Theatre.
And the Thea goes to Bill Baker as Big Daddy, Cat on a Hot Tin Roof, Borellians Community Theatre. Now in the musical category, let's have a look at who the nominees are.
The nominees are Craig Marshall, The Addams Family, Clarkson Music Theatre. David Cardinal, Assassins, Theatre Aurora. Todd Appleton, Little Shop of Horrors, Scarborough Music Theatre. Keelan Ballantyne, Mamma Mia, Kempenfeld Community Players. Scott DeVoe, Little Women, Whitby Courthouse Theatre.
And the Thea goes to Craig Marshall as Uncle Fester in The Addams Family, Clarkson Music Theatre. Let's have a look at who the nominees are in the comedy category.
In the comedy category, Best Performance, Male in a Supporting Role. Peter Wilkinson, Death by Design, Theatre Etobicoke. James Glack, The Kitchen Witches, Caledon Town Hall Players. David Jean, Renovations, Borellians Community Theatre. David Cooey, The Red Velvet Cake War, Black Horse Village Players. Shale Risman, It's Only a Play, Whitby Courthouse Theatre. Colin Hoare, Ring Round the Moon, Georgetown Little Theatre.
And the Thea goes to Shale Risman as Ira Drew, It's Only a Play, Whitby Courthouse Theatre.
Hi everyone, it's Anne Curry O'Brien again, and I'm here to present the nominees for the Thea for Best Lighting Design in the Drama, Musical, and Comedy categories. Let's have a look at who the nominees are in the Drama category.
In the Drama category, Best Lighting Design, the nominees are Mary Jane Boone, Tempting Providence, The Curtain Club. Mary Jane Boone, the patron saint of Stanley Park, The Curtain Club. Joanne Norman, Cat on a Hot Tin Roof, Borellians Community Theatre. David Buffum, The Cripple of Inishmaan, Scarborough Theatre Guild.
And the Thea goes to Mary Jane Boone, the patron saint of Stanley Park, Curtain Club. Let's have a look at who the nominees are in the musical category.
In the musical category, Best Lighting Design, the nominees are Carolyn Carr, Into the Woods, Scarborough Music Theatre. David Buffum, Assassins, Theatre Aurora. Sean Devenish, Footloose the Musical, The Oakville Players.
And the Thea goes to David Buffum, Assassins, Theatre Aurora. The nominees in the comedy category are
Karen Brown and Paul Harris, The 39 Steps, Scarborough Theatre Guild. John Sullins, The Dixie Swim Club, Markham Little Theatre. Dan Suwand, Death by Design, Theatre, Etobicoke. Kyle Dickey, Renovations, Borellians Community Theatre.
And the Thea goes to Dan Suwand, Death by Design, Theatre, Etobicoke.
Hey everybody, this is Autumn Smith. I was the adjudicator for the drama category, and it's a great honor to be here in spirit, at least with you all tonight, in this virtual reality world. Here are my adjudicator awards. I'm really excited about these. The first one is called the 110% Award, or the Going the Above and Beyond or Going the Distance Award, to make it work. And this is kind of, it is an award actually to celebrate those people collectively who went above and beyond the call of duty in their one given role to bring the production to fruition. So without further ado, here we go. The first nominee is two people. It's Bodine and Dave Corbett, the wonder couple from Tempting Providence at the Curtain Club. And these two not only were incredible storytellers, but they were set movers, prop deliverers, and vehicles to bring this story to life. They were also full of humor and took all the feedback with great aplomb. The second nominee is the company of Les Liaisons Dangereuses from Theatre Aurora. These guys did everything. They were fully engaged artists on stage, and then they moved these beautiful set pieces with such fluidity. It was incredible. The next pair of nominees are Steve Hetherington and Brandon Moore from Burn at the Curtain Club for literally saving the show and doing a bang-up job in the process. Incredible that these two actors accomplished what they did in such a short period of time under such unusual circumstances. Sound familiar? The next nominee is Judy Craig for Night of January 16th, Markham Little Theatre. Now, Judy sat judiciously throughout 3 hours on stage with virtually no movement. She was focused and engaging and did an awesome job. And the last nominee in this category is Joey Ferguson for The Tempest at Theatre Aurora. Now, Joey inhabited two completely different roles with such skill and tenacity, and he tackled quick changes better than anyone I have ever seen before. And without further ado, the 110% award, Thea, goes to Steve Hetherington and Brandon Moore for Burn at the Curtain Club. Everybody, hello again. This is the second adjudicator award in the drama category. And this is the Thea for most magical moments on stage. And there are 4 nominees in this category. And basically, they're people that transported me into their time and place with great specificity and grace. So, without further ado, the nominees are Gemma and Orla from Many Young Men of 20, Toronto Irish Players. They took me into the small local with such beauty and grace, and it set up the play in a truly palpable way. These two phenomenal artists, if you ever get a chance to hear them sing, run. Um, the next nominee is Ross Inglis from The Cripple of Inishmaan at Theatre Scarborough. Sorry, I'm really trying not to do the Irish accent right now. Ross brought us home to the Aran Islands with his jig and the sad pining of the fiddle that just reminded me of the sea. And it wove throughout the whole piece and was truly magical. The next nominee is the Chorus of Children from Miracle on 34th Street, Scarborough Players. And these youngsters brought such a beautiful joy and sense of play collectively throughout the work. And it was sheer joy watching them appear every so often throughout the course of the play. And the last nominee in this category is Olivia John from the Tempest Theatre Aurora. And I nominated Olivia because she brought such a phenomenal physicality and vocal ability, not only as Ariel, but in this mind-blowing harpy moment where I thought it wasn't even possible that it could be her. So the Thea for most magical moment goes to Olivia John, The Tempest, Theatre Aurora. I guess it's time for Adjudicator Award number 3 in the drama category. And this one is near and dear to my heart as someone who works with youth a lot. This is the Outstanding Emerging Voice in the Theater Award. If you leave it up to you guys, our is super, super bright. So the nominees in this category are Celine Onat for The Cripple of Inishmaan, Theatre Scarborough. And this was, I believe, one of her first times on stage, and she handled the lead, Helen McCormick, with such sass and humor. You would not want to get in this girl's way. She killed it, and it is an absolute honor to have witnessed her work this year. The second nominee is Virginia Marin for That Summer at Queensville Players. And Virginia just brought a whole lot of heart and humor to her breakout role of Daisy Ryan in this play. She was fun. She was specific. She just inhabited her world so, so beautifully. The third nominee in this category is Catherine Bellamy for Anne of Green Gables at Queensville Players. And Catherine played the pivotal role of Anne Shirley. And she sparkled and she brought just a stunning joie de vivre to the work that leapt beyond the fourth wall. She was truly incredible to watch. And the final nominee in this category is Dylan Duff for Anne of Green Gables, Queensville Players. And Dylan brought Gilbert Blythe to the stage in a way that would make Jonathan Crombie so proud. He was innocent, he had charm, and he brought so much love to this wonderful, wonderful character. So those are the nominees for Outstanding Emerging Voice in the Theater Thea Award. And the award goes to Catherine Bellamy for Anne of Green Gables, Queensville Player. And now it is time for the final Adjudicators Award in the Drama category. And this one is for a design aspect that is not mentioned in the other categories. And I noticed this year that there was some serious props needed to be given to the props makers out there. So this is the Thea for Best Props Design. And the nominees are, drumroll please, Bill Corcoran, Wayne Milliner, Alice Torrent for the patron saint of Stanley Park, Curtain Club. And this trio is nominated for creating a magical world with found objects and imagination. The shopping cart that they created was one of the most outstanding things I have ever seen on stage. So brava to them. The second nominee in this category is J.D. Jout for Good People, Village Players. And J.D. articulated with great specificity the separation of the classes and creating the most spectacular styrofoam play rabbits. I just want one really badly. My mother would love it for Easter, even though I'll probably not be able to give it to her until next year. I still want one of those rabbits. They were so adorable. The next nominee in this category is Susan Sanders for The Cripple of Inishmaan at Theatre Scarborough. And Susan just nestled us into the Irish cottage and layered in the specificity of the time and place so beautifully, right down to the peat bricks in the pot by the fireplace. Like, just incredible, nuanced work, outstanding. And the last nominee in this category is Mark Lewis for Cat on a Hot Tin Roof, Beryllian's Community Theatre Group. And Mark just had this great ability of being able to cluster artifacts with articulate and accurate detail. The yearbook that he found was unreal and perfect. There was not a hair out of place, not even on like the antique hairbrush. So Mark, great job. And without further ado, the winner of the Thea for Best Props Design is Bill Corcoran, Wayne Milliner, and Alice Torrent for the patron saint of Stanley Park at the Curtain Club.
Here are the nominees for the Thea for Best Costume Design in the Drama, Musical, and Comedy categories. Let's have a look at the nominees in the Drama category.
The nominees are Maria Cerrone, January 16th, Markham Little Theatre. Kimbalanusa, Cat on a Hot Tin Roof, Beryllian's Community Theatre. Anne Harper, Good People, Bloor West Village Players. Andra Bradish, The Cripple of Inishmaan, Scarborough Theatre Guild.
Thea goes to Maria Sarome, the night of January 16th, Markham Little Theatre. Our next Thea for Best Costume Design is in the musical category. Let's have a look at who the nominees are.
Nominees in the musical category, Best Costume Design. Brenda Thompson, Madagascar Junior, Kempenfelt Community Players. Phyllis Johnson, Urinetown the Musical, Mariposa Arts Theatre. Heather Nutt Christensen, Assassins, Theatre Aurora.
And the Thea goes to Phyllis Johnson, Urinetown the Musical, Mariposa Arts Theatre. Our final Thea for Best Costume Design is in the comedy category. Let's have a look at who the nominees are.
In the comedy category, Best Costume Design. The nominees are Mary Nolan, Jane Austen's Pride and Prejudice, Scarborough Players. Andra Bradish, The 39 Steps, Scarborough Theatre Guild. Dana Lusek, Death by Design, Theatre Etobicoke. Sandy LaPlante, When the August Moon is Bright, South Simcoe Theatre.
And the Thea goes to Andra Bradish, The 39 Steps, Scarborough Theatre Guild.
Here are the nominees for Thea for Best Performance Female in a Supporting Role in the Drama, Music, and Comedy categories. Let's have a look at who the nominees are in the Drama category.
Best Performance Female in a Supporting Role. Anne Smith, That Summer, Queensville Players. Kayla Banka, Proof, Georgetown Little Theatre. Lynn Oldershaw, Burn, The Curtain Club. Alyssa Quart, Good People, Bloor West Village Players. Vanetta Tustian, Cat on a Hot Tin Roof, Aurelian's Community Theatre. Chantel McDonald, Good People, Bloor West Village Players.
And the Thea goes to Anne Smith as Mrs. Crump, That Summer, Queensville Players. Our next Thea is for Best Performance Female in a Supporting Role in the Musical category. Let's have a look at who the nominees are.
Natasha Paquin, Urinetown the Musical, Mariposa Arts Theatre. Sydney Nicholson, The Addams Family, Clarkson Musical Theatre. Pam Sparrow, Mamma Mia, Kempenfelt Community Players. Kelsey Faulkner, Footloose the Musical, The Oakville Players. Kathy Knight, Little Women, Whitby Courthouse Theatre.
And the Thea goes to Natasha Paquin, Penelope Pennywise, Urinetown, the Musical, Mariposa Arts Theatre. Our final Thea is for Best Performance Female in a Supporting Role in the Comedy category. The nominees in the Comedy category are
Mary Nolan, Jane Austen's Pride and Prejudice, Scarborough Players. Jennifer Mance, It's Only a Play, Whitby Courthouse Theatre. Lindsay Woodford, Nobody's Talking to Me, Toronto Irish Players. Alyssa Langella, Death by Design, Theatre Etobicoke. Nadia Camon, Always a Bridesmaid, Century Theatre Guild. Ro Palumbo Coates, Ring Round the Moon, Georgetown Little Theatre.
And the Thea goes to Jennifer Mance as Virginia Knowles, It's Only a Play, Whitby Courthouse Theatre.
everyone, it's Anne again, and I'm here to present the Thea for Best Sound Design in the Drama, Musical, and Comedy categories. Let's have a look at who the nominees are in the Drama category.
Samantha DeVries, Good People, Bloor West Village Players. Sidney Aller, The Cripple of Inishmaan, Scarborough Theatre Guild. John Hunter, The Tempest, Theatre Aurora. John McQueen, Tempting Providence, The Curtain Club.
And the Thea goes to John Hunter, The Tempest, Theatre Aurora. Our next Thea is for Best Sound Design in the Musical category. Let's have a look at who the nominees are.
Greg Salisbury, The Addams Family, Clarkson Music Theatre. Emma Heislop, Little Shop of Horrors, Scarborough Music Theatre. Sidney Aller, Into the Woods, Scarborough Music Theatre.
And the Thea goes to Emma Hislop, Little Shop of Horrors, Scarborough Music Theatre. Our final Thea for Best Set Design in the Comedy category. The nominees are
Paul Weber, When the August Moon is Bright, South Simcoe Theatre. John McQueen, Nobody's Talking to Me, Toronto Irish Players. Chris Brown, The Dixie Swim Club, Milton Players Theatre Group. Andy Roberts, The 39 Steps, Scarborough Theatre Guild.
And the Thea goes to Andy Roberts, The 39 Steps, Scarborough Theatre Guild.
Here are the nominees for the Thea for Best Musical Director in the Musical category.
Jenny Peace, The Addams Family, Clarkson Music Theatre. Michael Grieco, Little Shop of Horrors, Scarborough Music Theatre. Edward Niles, Little Women, Whitby Courthouse Theatre.
And the Thea goes to Edward Niles, Little Women, Whitby Courthouse Theatre. Here are the nominees for the Thea for Best Choreographer in the Musical category.
Sherry Nichols, Urinetown the Musical, Mariposa Arts Theatre. Kieran Day, Mamma Mia, Kempenfelt Community Players. Jackie Burns, Footloose the Musical, the Oakville Players.
And the Thea goes to Kieran Day, Mamma Mia, Kempenfelt Community Players.
Hello, everyone. It's Andrew Lamb here, the adjudicator for the musical category. I had such a fantastic time seeing all of the shows across Central Ontario this year. Lots of great choreography, lots of fantastic ensembles, lots of really strong work in storytelling, and I was inspired all the way along. So thank you so much for all the hard work and commitment that you put into the work this year. It certainly did not go unnoticed. My first adjudicator award is for Outstanding Ensemble Performance. And the nominees are the Ensemble of Madagascar Junior, Kempenfelt Community Players, the Ensemble of Urinetown the Musical, Mariposa Arts Theatre, the Ensemble of the Addams Family, Clarkson Music Theatre, the Ensemble of Assassins, a Theatre Aurora, and the Ensemble of Little Shop of Horrors, Scarborough Music Theatre. And for a fantastic ensemble who nailed every moment, breathed together through excellent execution of choreography, and delivered a high-energy, strong performance from start to finish, the award for Outstanding Ensemble Performance goes to the Ensemble of Urinetown the Musical, Mariposa Arts Theatre. Congratulations. The second adjudicator award in musical theatre is for Outstanding Young Performer, and the nominees are Marie Soleil de Montbrun, Madagascar Junior, Kempenfelt Community Players, Bella Francis, Urinetown the Musical, Mariposa Arts Theatre, Darcy Tyrell, Sleeping Beauty, Century Theatre Guild, Kaylee Rivers, Footloose the Musical, the Oakville Players, Taylor Rodkin, Little Women, Whitby Courthouse Theatre. And for an outstanding performance and characterization with excellent comedic timing, the adjudicator award for Outstanding Young Performer goes to Marie Soleil de Montbrun for Madagascar Junior, Kempenfelt Community Players. Congratulations. The third adjudicator award in the musical theater category this year goes to three people who absolutely blow me away with their work. There are no nominees, just one winner in this category. It's for Outstanding Puppetry and Performance Award, and this is for an outstanding design, build, and execution of the superb Audrey 2 puppets in performance, and the award goes to Mark Tingle, Bill Corcoran, and Rich Burdett for the Little Shop of Horrors, Scarborough Music Theatre. The fourth adjudicator award in the musical theater category this year is called the Music and Stage Director Award. This is for the exceptional work in combining the roles of music and stage director to achieve an incredibly strong vision in both areas. And the nominees are Marion Abbott, Into the Woods, Scarborough Music Theatre, Doug McDougall, Sleeping Beauty, Century Theatre Guild, and Neil Kernoan, Assassins, Theatre Aurora. And the Thea goes to Neil Kernoan, Assassins, Theatre Aurora. Congratulations.
Here are the nominees for the Thea for Best Performance Female in a Leading Role in the Drama, Musical, and Comedy categories. Let's have a look at who the nominees are in the Drama category.
Carolyn Goff, Cat on a Hot Tin Roof, Borellians Community Theatre. Renee Cullen, Good People, Bloor West Village Players. Jessica Ducharme, Night of January 16th, Markham Little Theatre. Katrina Gibson, Proof, Georgetown Little Theatre. Sheila Hughes, Blood Relations, Theatre Aurora. Kelly Morrison, Tempting Providence, The Curtain Club.
And the Thea goes to Kelly Morrison, Myra, Tempting Providence, The Curtain Club. Our next Thea is for the Best Performance female in a leading role in the music category. And let's have a look at the nominees.
Patricia Mongen, Into the Woods, Scarborough Music Theatre. Mary Bowden, The Addams Family, Clarkson Music Theatre. Victoria Dennis, Mamma Mia, Kempenfelt Community Players. Danielle Knight, Little Shop of Horrors, Scarborough Music Theatre. Catherine Fraser, Little Women, Whitby Courthouse Theatre.
And the Thea goes to Mary Bowden, Morticia Addams, The Addams Family, Clarkson Music Theatre. Our final Thea is for Best Performance Female in a Leading Role in the Comedy category. Let's check out our nominees.
Heidi Catchell, The Savannah Sipping Society, Caledon Town Hall Players. Mary Pat McBride, The Odd Couple, Burl Oak Theatre Group. Carrie Harmon, The Dixie Swim Club, Markham Little Theatre. Sarah Bain Simpson, The Red Velvet Cake War, Black Horse Village Players. Rosalind Macarato, When the August Moon is Bright, South Simcoe Theatre. Emily Hale, Ring Round the Moon, Georgetown Little Theatre.
And the Thea goes to Rosalind Nicardo as Carmel Madeline, When the August Moon is Bright, South Simcoe Theatre.
Here are the nominees for Best Performance Male in a Leading Role in the Drama, Musical, and Comedy categories. Let's have a look.
Chris Irving, Tempting Providence, The Curtain Club. Thomas O'Neill, Many Young Men of 20, Toronto Irish Players. Connor David Cook, The Cripple of Inishmaan, Scarborough Theatre Guild. Kelly Whitehorse, Cat on a Hot Tin Roof, Aurelian's Community Theatre. Phil Dion, Burn, The Curtain Club. Mark Davies, Proof, Georgetown Little Theatre.
And the Thea goes to Chris Irving as Angus in Tempting Providence, The Curtain Club. Our next Thea is for Best Performance Male in a Leading Role in the Musical category. Let's have a look at who the nominees are.
Martin Bogue, Into the Woods, Scarborough Music Theatre. Ivan Hutomo, Assassins, Theatre Aurora. Sergio Calderon, Assassins, Theatre Aurora. Russ Underdown, Little Shop of Horrors, Scarborough Music Theatre. Mark Jones, Footloose, the Musical, the Oakville Players.
And the Thea goes to Sergio Calderon as John Wilkes Booth, Assassins, Theatre Aurora. Our final Thea is for Best Performance Male in a Leading Role in the Comedy category. The nominees in the Comedy category are
Jade Acosta, Renovations, Aurelian's Community Theatre. Carrie Hughes, When the August Moon is Bright, South Simcoe Theatre. Chip Thompson, Jane Austen's Pride and Prejudice, Scarborough Players. Harry Levine, When the August Moon is Bright, South Simcoe Theatre. David Busuttil, Ring Round the Moon, Georgetown Little Theatre. Rob McGee, The 39 Steps, Scarborough Theatre Guild.
And the Thea goes to David Busuttil as Hugo and Frederick in Ring Round the Moon, Georgetown Little Theatre.
I'm Jan, and Janet Kitch, and I was the adjudicator for comedy category this year. And I had a great time seeing all the shows. Unfortunately, the last couple of shows I did not get to see live, but I did get to see their wonderful work on video. And I'm going to start with my first Adjudicators Award, which I call the First Timers Award that goes out to directors or stage managers. And we have 4 nominees in that category. Our first nominee is Katie Cleland Busatill. The production was the Dixie Swim Club, the company Milton Players Theater Group. Katie was the director who understood and addressed serious challenges of the script. She didn't allow her characters to become one note and came up with some creative directorial solutions to those problems. My second nominee is Amy Coughlin, also a director of the play Renovations, produced by Borellians Community Theater. Amy, again, was a first-time director, and she was very, very true to the script, found a delicate balance between honesty and comedy. Third nominee is Melissa Gibson. Melissa directed It's Only a Play, Whitby Courthouse Theater, and she built a very strong and committed acting ensemble and technical team. She met the challenges of a very complicated script. And our fourth nominee is Noah Hollinshead, a stage manager for When the Autumn Moon is Bright with South Simcoe Theater. Noah did a great job stage managing a huge technical production with numerous lighting and sound cues and a whole bunch of special effects. Well, congratulations, Noah. The person I selected to win this Adjudicators Award is Amy Coughlin with Renovations, Borellians Community Theater. Thank you. And now we're on to category 2, Adjudicator Award. This is the Double Act / Comedy Duo Award. And the nominees are Tommy Boston and Paul Bryant of 39 Steps, Scarborough Theater Guild. These guys were the perfect clown duo. They played dozens of different characters harmoniously, and they carried the energy and the zaniness of the show. Second nominee is Jonathan Odrowski and Alex Peroff, Perfect Wedding, Milton Players Theater Group. They had outstanding chemistry and generosity with one another on stage. Excellent timing, action, and reaction. Our third nomination goes to Ryan Pereira and Ivan Radulovich, The Odd Couple female version Burloak Theater Group. This was hilarious and inspired portrayals of wonky Spanish brothers Manola and Jesus, fierce, generous, and outrageously funny performances. And the final one is nominees are Catherine Lenehan and Dermot Walsh for Nobody's Talking to Me, Toronto Irish players. They had fabulous work creating the acrid relationship of an old married couple in this naturalistic, character-driven comedy. And the Thea goes to Ryan and Ivan in The Odd Couple female version with Burloak Theater Group. Okay, our third category is the Ensemble Award, and we have 4 nominees again. The first nominee is the cast and crew of Perfect Wedding, Milton Players Theater Group. This was a very young cast with seasoned production team. They all demonstrated much love for the play, the characters, and for each other. Second nomination goes to the cast and crew of The Odd Couple female version, Burloak Theater Group. Despite a series of misfortunate events early in their rehearsal process, company members stepped up to create a highly polished and entertaining show. Our third nominees are the cast and crew of the Dixie Swim Club, Milton Players Theater Group, dedicated family of actors and company, very loving of the play, the direction, and the technical support. And the last nominee in this category is the cast and crew of Kitchen Witches, Caledon Town Hall Players. They were a very cohesive company with a strong commitment to each other, the play, and to their audiences. And the Thea goes to the cast and crew of the Odd Couple female version Furlough Theater Group. The fourth adjudicator award is something that I'd like to call In Search of Vital Theater. And in Search of Vital Theater, I was looking for productions that, number one, took risk, two, embraced failure, and three, were alive and vibrant. And it wasn't hard to come up with 4 different companies to be nominated in this category. The first company is South Simcoe Theatre, When the Autumn Moon is Bright. They went all out to support an undiscovered Canadian work and celebrate a local playwright with this wonderfully wacky play. The second is It's Only a Play, Whitby Courthouse Theatre. And they have the courage to introduce to their audiences a contemporary script that has substance and more sting and zing than most mainstream offerings. The third goes to the Borellians Community Theatre with their play Renovations. And this company took a number of years to workshop and successfully bring life to this never produced play that was also written by a local Canadian playwright. Finally, the fourth nomination goes to Georgetown Little Theatre with their production Ring Round the Moon. And they introduced their audiences to a 20th century comedy classic that is rarely produced these days. So congratulations to all 4 companies. The Thea goes to South Simcoe Theatre, When the Autumn Moon is Bright.
Here are the nominees for the Thea for Best Stage Manager in the Drama, Musical, and Comedy categories. Let's have a look at the nominees in the Drama category.
Bridget Jankowski, Good People, Bloor West Village Players. Brenda DeJong, Cat on a Hot Tin Roof, Borellians Community Theatre. Linda Muir and Joan Burrows, The Patron Saint of Stanley Park, The Curtain Club. Anna Teratuta and Devin Manesh, Tempting Providence, The Curtain Club.
And the Thea goes to Linda Muir and Joan Burrows, The Patron Saint of Stanley Park, The Curtain Club. Our next Thea for Best Stage Manager is in the musical category. Let's have a look at who the nominees are.
Vanessa Leslie, Urinetown, the Musical, Mariposa Arts Theatre. John Dalglish, The Addams Family, Clarkson Music Theatre. Rosa Ringhofer, Mamma Mia, Kempenfeld Community Players.
And the Thea goes to Rosa Ringhofer, Mamma Mia, Kempenfeld Community Players. Our our final Thea for Best Stage Manager is in the comedy category. Let's have a look at who the nominees are.
Wendy Miller, Jane Austen's Pride and Prejudice, Scarborough Players. Teresa Backer, The 39 Steps, Scarborough Theatre Guild. Michelle Charette, Renovations, Borellians Community Theatre. Jen Burns, The Red Velvet Cake Wars, Black Horse Village Players.
And the Thea goes to Jen Burns, The Red Velvet Cake Wars, Black Horse Village Players.
I'm back, and this time I'm presenting the Thea for Best Director in the Drama, Musical, and Comedy categories. Let's have a look at who the nominees are in the Drama category.
Jeremy Henson, The Cripple of Inishmaan, Scarborough Theatre Guild. Julia Mulock, Burn, The Curtain Club. Kyle Bro, Cat on a Hot Tin Roof, Borellians Community Theatre. Harvey Levko, Tempting Providence, The Curtain Club.
And the Thea goes to Harvey Levko, Tempting Providence, The Curtain Club. Our next Thea is for Best Director in the Musical category. Let's have a look at who the nominees are.
Valerie Thornton, Urinetown the Musical, Mariposa Arts Theatre. Rob Gorican, The Addams Family, Clarkson Music Theatre. Michael Wynne Johnson, Little Shop of Horrors, Scarborough Music Theatre.
And the Thea for Best Director in a Musical goes to Michael Wynne Johnson, Little Shop of Horrors, Scarborough Music Theatre. Our final Thea is for Best Director in the Comedy category. The nominees in the Comedy category are
Catherine Turner, Jane Austen's Pride and Prejudice, Scarborough Players. Dennis Curley, Perfect Wedding, Milton Players Theatre Group. Angie Fike, The Odd Couple, female version, Burl Oak Theatre Group. Kevin Shaver, The 39 Steps, Scarborough Theatre Guild.
And the Thea goes to Dennis Curley, Perfect Wedding, Milton Players Theatre Group.
Hello again, everyone. Autumn Smith here, drama adjudicator, here to alleviate the suspense that you have been holding on to, not only through this whole live feed stream thing, but the whole year since September. That's a long time. So without further ado, I'm going to tell you the nominees for Best Production in a Drama category. The first nominee is David Nicholson for Good People, Village Players. This nominated show, it was a wonderfully rendered production. It was full of humor, friendship, and painful passion. Beautifully articulated all round, and I've never sat in a theater where the audience became so immersed in a production that they were almost on stage with the players. The second nominee is Amy Coughlin for Cat on a Hot Tin Roof, Borellians Community Theatre. This is an epic classic. And this production was simply stunning. It was poignant with some of the most nuanced performances I've seen in a very, very long time. And it was complemented fully by the beautiful design work that was all around it. Very cohesive and just beautifully done. The next nominee in this category is Darlene Thomas for the Cripple of Inishmaan Theatre, Scarborough. I love me some Martin McDonagh, and this was Martin McDonagh done right. It was starkly rich, bleakfully humorful, and full of honesty. And I mean this in the best way possible. It was messy, ugly. It just got to the meat of the bad boy Irish playwright and dug right in. It was a true delight and mess in a good way. I love a good delightful mess. The last nominees in this category are Sharon Dykstra and Joanne Warren for Tempting Providence at the Curtain Club. This story, I was so glad that Curtain Club brought this story to the stage. Their whole season was full of great risk taking, and to end on this note was like being invited into a home in Newfoundland. It was warm, it was painful, it was honest, and it was simply magnificent storytelling. There were no bells and whistles that needed to go on it. It was just me being in a space with these people, and it held a lot of integrity in the text, and it was specific and nuanced and just really great work. So without further ado, the Thea for Best Production of a Drama goes to Sharon Dykstra and Joanne Warren for Tempting Providence, The Curtain Club.
Hi again, everyone. It's Andrew here to present the Thea for Best Production in the Musical category. Now, this season, as I mentioned at the top of the show, was such a solid year for musicals. I saw 10 really great musicals, and it's fantastic having adjudicated for the Actco before in this category a couple of times to see the progression of a number of the groups, to see the commitment on stage, and to see the fantastic performances and high quality of production across the board this year has been outstanding. So let's take a look at the nominees for Best Production in the Musical category. The nominees are Caleb Sauvé, Urinetown the Musical, Mariposa Art Theatre; Rita Ferguson, Christine Mahon, Susan Rye Toogood, The Addams Family, Clarkson Music Theatre; Rob LaChance, Dot Rutledge, and Little Shop of Horrors, Scarborough Music Theatre. And for the production that consistently scored highest in all areas across the board, the Thea for Best Production in the Musical category goes to The Addams Family, Clarkson Music Theatre, Rita Ferguson, Christine Mahon, Susan Ray Toogood. Congratulations.
So, hi again, I'm back, and I'm now here to present the Thea for the Best Production in the Comedy category. Let's have a look at who the nominees are, and they are Darlene Thomas was our producer of the 39 Steps Scarborough Theatre Guild. They had an imaginative and hilarious production that never stopped for a moment with its zaniness and its humor. Our second nomination goes to Toronto Irish Players, Nobody's Talking to Me, producer Susan McQueen. This was a charming and genuine and generous show with a big, big heart. Third nomination is Jane Austen's Pride and Prejudice, Scarborough Players. Again, our producer is Darlene Thomas, busy lady. And this was a rich, rewarding, and elegant adaptation of a classic piece of literature. Fourth nomination is South Simcoe Players, When the August Moon is Bright, producer Mel Hinch. And it was, I bought a cheesy, adventurous, and gut-busting farce that was gratifying for the company and the audiences alike. And the Thea goes to Jane Austen's Pride and Prejudice by Scarborough Players. Congratulations.
Well, that was a blast.
It was a blast.
Yeah, it sure was.
Thank you so much for joining us tonight and for our very first live stream gala.
We hope you enjoyed our video stream tonight. And remember, after the stream's done, you can also watch it anytime you want on Facebook, on Actco's page, or there'll be a link as well to see it on YouTube.
So thank you so much, everybody, for coming out tonight and joining us. We thank you for your support and we thank you for understanding. We hope you had a great time. We wish you and your families very good health over the next coming weeks and months. And thank you again for all of the great talent in the community here.
Yep, stay safe and good night.
Good night.